My dad called my career filthy and cut me out of the family fortune, then asked me for $120,000 when my brother wrecked the family business. My dad owned this huge plumbing supply company that his father started back in the 70s. 3 locations, 40 employees, the whole thing. Growing up, it was always assumed that me and my older brother Kyle would take over the business when dad retired. Kyle was obsessed with it. Spent every summer working in the warehouse, learned inventory systems, went to business school specifically to prepare. I tried to care about it, I really did, but I hated everything about plumbing supplies. The smell of the warehouse, the boring meetings, pretending to be excited about pipe fittings. What I actually loved was photography. I'd been taking photos since I was 14, saved up for my first real camera doing odd jobs around the neighborhood. By senior year of high school, I was shooting portraits for classmates, weddings for family friends, events for local businesses. I was good at it, really good. When I told my dad I wanted to go to art school instead of business school, he lost his mind. He called me into his office and told me photography wasn't a real career, said I'd be a starving artist begging for money my whole life, that I was throwing away a guaranteed future with the family company. I went to art school anyway on student loans. Dad stopped talking to me, didn't come to my graduation, didn't return my calls, nothing. Kyle loved it though. With me out of the picture, he was the golden child, the only son who mattered. Dad started grooming him to take over everything. I moved to the city and started building my photography business from nothing. Shot everything from real estate listings to restaurant menus to corporate headshots. Worked 80-hour weeks for 3 years straight. Then I got my big break. This tech company hired me to shoot their product launch, and the CEO loved my work so much that he recommended me to 3 other companies. Within a year, I was shooting for major brands and making 6 figures. I bought a nice apartment, upgraded all my equipment, hired an assistant. My Instagram following hit 200,000. I was living proof that my so-called filthy career was actually working out great. Meanwhile, Kyle took over the family business when dad retired, and within 2 years, he'd almost destroyed it. Turned out Kyle was great at pretending to understand business, but terrible at actually running one. He made huge inventory purchases without checking demand, opened a 4th location that hemorrhaged money, hired his incompetent college buddies for management positions. The company was drowning in debt. That's when I got the call. Dad's number popped up on my phone for the first time in 8 years. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. Dad's voice sounded older, tired. He didn't apologize for cutting me off or missing my graduation. Instead, he got straight to the point. Kyle needs help. The business is in trouble. We need $120,000 to cover debts and keep the doors open. I sat there in my apartment that I paid for with my filthy photography career and just laughed. You're kidding, right? Dad got defensive. This is family, he said. Your brother made some mistakes, but we can fix this. We just need a loan to get through this rough patch. I asked him why he thought I'd give him anything after he disowned me for choosing my own path. Dad actually had the nerve to say that I owed it to the family legacy, that Granddad would be ashamed if I let the company fail. I told him Granddad would probably be more ashamed that Kyle tanked a successful business in 2 years. Dad started getting angry, saying I was being selfish and petty, that this was about more than our personal issues. I asked him a simple question. When I graduated art school, did you come? When I got my first big client, did you call to congratulate me? When I bought my apartment, did you even acknowledge it? Silence. He had nothing to say. I told him I'd think about it and hung up. That night, Kyle called. He was crying, begging me to help save the company. Said he knew he messed up, but he could fix it if he just had more time. I asked him what he'd do differently with $120,000 that he hadn't already tried. He couldn't answer. The money would just delay the inevitable. Here's what I actually did. I hired a business consultant I knew from a corporate shoot and had them review Kyle's books for free. The consultant confirmed what I suspected. The company was beyond saving unless Kyle stepped down and they brought in real management. I called Dad back and made him an offer. I'd invest $50,000, not $120,000, but only if Kyle gave up his CEO position and they hired the consultant's recommended management team. Dad refused. Said it was insulting to ask Kyle to step down from his own family company. So I told him good luck and hung up. 6 months later, the business declared bankruptcy. Dad had to sell everything to cover the debts. He called me one last time to tell me I could have saved it. I reminded him that I offered a real solution and he rejected it because his pride mattered more than the company. Kyle now works as a sales manager at a competitor's plumbing supply store. Dad's retired and bitter. And me? I just signed a contract to shoot for a major athletic brand's national campaign. My filthy career is doing just fine.